he's a 10, but he's a mommy's boy. And then you just say which kind of number you're gonna give him.
4.
He's a 10, but he's a mommy's boy, and then you say number 4. Why?
I can't do mama's boy.
I. Welcome to ID Subs, where we keep things real and raw. Today I have a special guest of mine. She has been a good friend of mine. We did the previous episode before, or previous podcast before. It didn't seem to work out. Just gave up on that one. But this is a new start, new beginning. So I do hope this one works out. And I'm gonna let her introduce herself, where she comes from, and what she likes doing for fun. And as you can see, she looks good as well.
Hello, so I'm Kevina, and I'm from Burundi. Something I like to do for fun is modeling and, painting on the side when I have the time.
Can you let me know, how did you get into modeling
So
and
it's
painting?
it's quite a lot of money to get started into the industry, by the way. And since Australia is not like a big leading modeling, place to start, it's kind of hard. I had to spend about $6,000 for my first shoot. And from then on, I kind of started networking with a few people within the industry. I know a few stylists, I know a few photographers and stuff like that. They kind of helped me find jobs and things.
Yeah.
I get paid. I even went to Sydney for a modeling shoot. It was all paid, which was nice. I didn't have to bring it out of my own pocket this time.
Yeah.
But I'd say find some people that like a friend who loves photography, and start taking photos. People will start noticing. You just send your stuff out there. Companies always looking for new faces. And it's no longer exclusive to skinny models. You can be short, you can be tall.
Can be blue, it can be alien.
Yeah, it's very fun, and I'd encourage a lot more people to get into it.
Do you think having that working group, knowing the people or having those connections helps you out?
Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. Even right now, Sharif, he's someone who's really big for networking. If you want to start, he also helped me get out there. He runs this event called YDC, and I've been there. I've been a model for him for 3 of the events now, and I've met some wonderful people, a few photographers that love to get new models, new people for these things, and obviously the stylists. And I still keep in touch with some of them that styled me for those events. And, it's just a way to get out there.
Oh, so you're saying if it was, let's say, obviously me, I don't know a lot of people like that, you're saying it would be difficult to get the jobs?
No. Well, you know me, so that helps. I can always help out.
Yeah,
just search.
So if you had
TikTok's a good place
if you had
to
to give
search.
advice to someone who is just starting out, obviously I'm trying to be someone big, someone who can present the community, someone like that. Where would I start?
Well, start with your socials.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's laid out.
On Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram, you have some personal stuff you post, and you have professional stuff you post. On my own page, I have my personal stuff, me going out with the girls and stuff like that. Obviously soccer and other things. And then I have my professional shoots I've done. The photo studio was a great place to start for me. If you get in touch with a photographer, you can use that studio for $500. It's not too expensive considering I paid $6,000. So just find a photographer friend. I feel that's somewhere you'd start.
$6,000,
Yeah.
That's determination.
You hurt my pockets, I can't lie.
So if you had to give advice, obviously, to your younger self, just in general, not about modeling stuff, but just about life, your general life advice to your younger self, let's say I'm 5 years old. You're
Yeah,
5 years
my
old in this
5-year-old
case,
self.
so yeah.
Don't give up. Obviously, when I was 5, I dreamt big. Just follow those dreams because you don't know where they'll lead you. Obviously, when I was 5 years old, I didn't think I'd be modeling and working and doing other things on the side. Um, I really thought I was just going to be doing a 9 to 5 every day. So don't give up, try new things, and just put yourself out there.
All right, that sounds brief. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Put myself out there,
Of course.
film some professional videos. I've been doing a little bit of professional videos myself. Um, a little dance here and there, and
I've seen.
obviously the podcast. I'm trying to make this big because I don't want it to become like last time where we just gave up. We took a break, and some of the break was forever. And obviously, another question would be, what's the difference between your culture and other cultures, and what makes it like? Obviously, I know you're Burundian, but like, what makes that special? What makes being Burundian special? What makes it different, or what makes
Well,
being Burundian different?
it's quite similar to a lot of Bantu tribes. So being
Bantu.
different,
Where's Bantu from?
Bantu is like more of the East Coast people. So you'd say Rwanda, you'd say Uganda, you'd even say a few people down south like Zim, South Africa, places like that. But to be different, because our languages are quite similar, I'd
Mm.
say our cultural dress, I really love wearing Mvutano sometimes.
Yeah,
It's really beautiful. The dances, and we have a really big cow culture.
the drumming.
Oh, my brother does drumming.
Oh,
It's too good.
is it? Oh, that's what I was gonna. I'm good at drumming as well. I've tried myself, and
In your
the
dreams?
jumping as well. It's beautiful. Another like the question I've always wanted to ask. Obviously, you've started growing up and stuff, and just obviously, women they grow up more than men, obviously, and that's like I'm talking about like mindfulness and also not physically. I'm just talking about the psychological stuff,
Right, right.
and they they seem to think obviously we're different, and the dilemma will be just trying to move up to you, and I'm trying to be like different because I don't want to be like other men. Trying to move up to you, like what advice would you give to those men? Obviously, some of them are very disrespectful.
To have like mental maturity.
Yeah,
I don't know. Listen to the females in your life.
yeah.
Obviously, you have sisters, you have parents like your mother, and you have aunties and stuff. And
There's some people who
obviously,
don't have any of those,
oh,
and one they want.
that quite takes a turn then.
I didn't even laugh, but I'm just saying they they don't have any of those, and they just want to learn from the world.
You just got to be mindful. Um, be respectful of the people you're around.
Yeah,
Um, you know, there's not really much you can do if you don't have these people in your life.
that's true. That's true. And how does the biggest question of the whole thing? How does your culture define your identity?
Um,
How does being Burundian obviously define who you are?
I don't think it defines me.
It doesn't.
No. Um, it's more just like a part of me. It's not something that is like a big part of my identity. Like obviously I'm still learning Kirundi. I'm not the best because I left Burundi when I was around 3. So I'm still trying to learn the culture a bit more. So for it to be a part of my identity is a bit hard.
So,
Harder than most, I'd
so you
say.
believe you have your own opinions and your own thing. So your parents obviously are Burundian, but don't you think you have took like 50% of their like behavior or culture and took it into your own?
Oh yeah, 100. Like I still cook the cultural dishes at home.
Yeah.
Like, we talk, things like that.
So would you say your identity is mostly is defined by your culture? or would you just say like it's not? Maybe 10% of your identity is defined by your culture.
Yeah, probably around 10%. Like it does come up a lot when you're around people who aren't from where you're from.
Yeah,
And then the whole explaining thing, people just don't really understand or know where Burundi is. Like it's such a small country.
yeah.
It's not as big as what say like Tanzania, which is like right next to us.
So when people ask you like where do you come from and you say Burundi, obviously they never know.
No,
And then you have to explain yourself. It's just you just say East Africa. I always make it easy. You just say East Africa.
pretty much.
And then I'm like, I have to define myself over and over again. So what do you think can I don't know, like bridge that gap between having that like culture difference?
People getting more involved with like different cultures. Obviously, when you're in high school, you have like multicultural day. Find out what your classmates like are into, where they're from on those days. It will help you be more culturally like respective and like things like that, and probably understand where people are from, how they behave, and things like that.
But you had Kevina, she's saying all of this smart stuff. And obviously I've grown to love these audiences of mine with my heart, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And by audience I mean like the people who watch, and I just I would like to just say I appreciate them, and the message I just want to put out there just um there is like I always get these things from people that my accent is not that good. It's just when I speak I make some mistakes here and there, and then the accent makes it look like you're not professional, or you're fresh. You just came yesterday from where you're from. And then I'm like, I know the words, obviously. Maybe the accent makes me look, but I'm just saying, don't speak your truth, speak your word, go out there, don't be afraid. Is there anything you want to advise them?
I am one of the people who made fun of him and his accents. And don't be like me.
Obviously, don't be
Be
like,
more encouraging, you know.
okay. Another question would be, like, how do you do stuff
In what way?
in Galways?
Sorry?
In like, so I'm saying like, obviously we have a problem of so let's say the boys want to move up to you. No, like obviously I don't want to use pickup lines and all that, and I just want to try and be a gentleman.
Well, I know a few people, well, most people I know, most girls I know, is just be yourself. Like, if you're funny, a lot of girls will go for that. But make sure it's like sensible humor. If it's not, then, you know, exit because ain't nobody laughing at that.
And also there's this dilemma I created. Obviously, let's say I've been hanging out with a girl for like 3 months, and obviously I like her a lot,
Right.
and I've been meaning to tell her, and then after those 3 months, I've just had the courage to tell her that I want more, and then she says no, and then we have the boys who, let's say she says no, and then but they keep, let's say the girl says, oh yeah, I'm not ready, and then the
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
just keep going. What's the difference between the guy who just leaves after, obviously after the 3 months is like, so I wasted all the 3 months.
Well, did you go in there thinking that she was automatically gonna like you?
No, no, no. I went in there, so that's why I had the whole 3 months so that I can see where things go.
Right. But did you ever feel like there was just friendship there, like from her side?
Did I ever feel like that? Yeah, yeah, I did.
So why would you continue, you know, in a romantic way
Because I
if you
thought,
felt friendship from her side?
because I thought, like at the end of those 3 months, obviously she said the word yes if I had the courage to say.
Have you asked her?
Let me be with you.
So you said you asked her and she said no.
After the 3 months, yeah.
Right.
But would you say to keep going? As in, like, if she says no, to keep going, as in, like, just hang out and then hopefully in the future she'll say yes? Or to
I'd
just
say
like,
just stay friends.
so I'm just
Like
saying,
down the line, it could change, but that's very rare for a lot of people. Like some people are just looking for like male friends, like opposite sex friends.
do you think the girl is just scared
Possibly. That's
of
something else.
of the new relationship and it's just like, oh yeah, we haven't, maybe I should think about it.
Do you know her past like history? Like if she recently broke up with anyone?
Nah, she just single for a long time, maybe 8 years, 5 years.
Maybe she's just hyper independent.
Hyper independent.
Yeah. A lot of people become so independent that when a man comes along,
A good man, yeah.
it's like, oh, they don't know how to behave. Like, say you go on dates and things like that, they'll still try to like be so independent. Like, I don't need a man, you know?
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to break out of that. In your situation, I'd say just talk to her and just stay friends, see where that goes. Down the line, it could change, but don't expect it to. Because if you try and force it, then
It's not gonna work out.
it's not.
All right. So I have these 3 questions. So I say, obviously the guy is rich and he has everything. So and then I just say something that's wrong with him. So let's say I do. He's a he's a 10, but he's a mommy's boy. And then you just say which kind of number you're gonna give him.
4.
He's a 10, but he's a mommy's boy. And then you say number 4. Why?
I can't do mama's boys.
Why?
You're too independent on your mum. And a lot of those relationships, for the most part, it's a bit freaky. I can't lie.
If it's for like mom and the guy.
Yeah. Like that real close relationship with your mum, like it always makes you different towards the female in the relationship, especially when your mum is like the most like important female in your life. As she should be. I'm not saying she shouldn't be. But
Wait.
to depend on her so much that you're a mama's boy, it just wouldn't work out with most females. And I've seen a lot of relationships break up because of the mama.
That's
yes.
crazy.
Yes, it's not cute.
All right. He's a 10, but he's virgin.
Oh, 10, 100.
Okay. He's a 10, but he's obviously he's not clean, as in physically clean.
Sorry?
He's a 10, but he's not.
No, I heard you. Like 1. Sorry?
He's a 10, but
One.
he's shorter than you.
Oh, that's calm. Like an 8.
That's calm?
Yeah.
Why do you give him an 8?
Why should height matter?
Okay, that's all right. Do you think girls say it's okay, but they don't really mean that it's okay?
Like, okay, I have a preference for someone taller, but that doesn't mean I won't date a short guy. Like I have. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay, that makes sense. He's a 10, but he's too focused in his future, as in he doesn't have time for you that much. Maybe like he's not really, you're like, his future is the priority and then you're like the second.
I'd say a 7 still.
7.
I feel like you should still have some time for the person. Like you actively went into that relationship knowing what kind of future you want. Like obviously having that mindset is amazing, but you can't just enter a relationship and then not give that person like any time at all. Like at least once or twice a week. Come on, guys.
That makes sense. He's a 10, but he's like, what would you say? He's not, okay, he's a 10, but he's dumb.
5. No, 4.
Why 4?
Why are you dumb? Pick up a book.
Guys, pick up a book, bro. Just pick up a book. Bro. Go and read a
But
book.
trust, reading is good.
I don't like reading, but
Do you read the Bible?
just a few times here and there. Just verses, but obviously I don't really memorize
See,
them.
so you read. That's calm.
It's the Bible, though. It's not like normal books.
Okay. You're still reading. You're still gaining that knowledge.
He's a 10, but he's more of like a guy who likes spending time by himself a lot. Like he likes his privacy.
Oh,
Obviously, he wants to keep
10. I'm like that. I am 100% like that. So I can resonate with that.
No, I'm talking about like more of like, oh yeah, I have a phone here, but when you're about, let's say, to get my phone or I'm about to give you my password, don't really give it to you. Oh,
Then that's not really being private. That's more like
suspicious.
you're being secretive, like you're hiding something.
Okay, so 10, but he's secretive.
Oh, 2.
A 2.
Yeah. That doesn't need any explanation. Come on now.
All right, yeah, Kevina. I think that's it. Thank you for coming. I love appreciate it. Guys, do what you can do. Subscribe, like, comment, share. And do you have anything to say to my lovely people?
Thank you for having me. Shout out to my boy Sabri and obviously the camera crew. Hopefully it plays out.
Yeah. I do hope it does. And I hope Kevina does come back for the future episodes. You'll see her, of course. And yeah, love you. Bye.